like 5 dudes on the little dude. Was on top of him. Another dude is on the other side. One dude is holding his arm. Other dude is holding his leg, stabbing him in his hand with an ice pick. They found this dude like half dead in his bed, blood all over his sheets. So y'all gotta be mindful. Put the guns down. And I'm not saying don't own a gun. هذا حد العالم، هذا طالب، هذا راسخ وإلى آخره. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh to all RipRight disciples, YouTubers and viewers. Welcome back to a new video on RipRight HD. Okay guys, so today I'm gonna be giving you a story of when I kind of like first went to the adults on Rikers Island. This wasn't my first bid. I had did like 2 or 3 times before that, or maybe 2. I did the armed robbery, and then I think I went back for like 11 days. So I wasn't new to Rikers Island. However, I was new to the adults. So I turned 18, and I think a day or 2 after I became 18 years old, or a day or 2 after I became 19, they took me and brought me to the adults. So now I'm in the adults. It's crazy. They bring me to 5 Main House of Pain. Now, literally, 5 Main was nothing like I've seen throughout that whole jail. Back in the days, 5 Main used to be an adolescent house. However, they switched the odds and the even side. So all the adults was on the odd side, and then all of the adolescents was on the even side. However, they keep switching it, so you know nothing stays the same there. So at this particular time, the adults are on the odd side, so we're in 5 Main House of Pain, and that name is exactly what that house was. So when I got there, I started meeting a couple of brothers. At this time, I'm already Muslim. So there's a dude in there named Tim. Come to find out, he has all the cigarettes, all the weed. He's not a fighter. He's basically a sociable guy, but he's Muslim. So obviously he's doing the wrong thing. But I don't know all of that as of yet. But he kind of got the pod on lock in a sense that nobody's really going to do anything to him because he's supplying a lot of what is coming through there because he's getting a lot of it from the police. So when I come in, I'm automatically set up because Tim is set up and he's Muslim. So I'm good. I'm just chilling, staying out the way. So when I get there, one of the dudes told me, yo, this is the laundromat, bro. And I'm like, word? He like, yeah, meaning people get washed up. So New York lingo, we used to say, yo, I'm about to wash you up, boy, meaning I'm about to fix you a tall glass, bake you a cake, whatever name you got for it from your country or your town or your city. You about to beat somebody up bad. So we called, you know, they were calling the 5 Main at the time the laundromat because people consistently got washed up in there. So he's like, yo, watch, you'll see in a day or 2, every 2 days, something go down. Sure enough, 2 days, somebody was getting dusted. It was just like religiously, somebody was getting washed up. But I want to tell you about a specific situation that was critical. And this is the most gangster dude I've seen personally on Rikers Island at the time. And I felt bad for him, but this dude was a different animal. So I don't really know what's going on at this time. It's a little bit later on in the night. And you know, at the time we locking in at like 10:30 on Rikers Island. So I guess he's new to the pod. He's seeing what's up. So, you know, he's trying to finagle the bagel. He's getting with certain people, seeing what's up. So, obviously, we got some of the big boys in the crib. You know, dudes got high classification and they got a big rap when it comes to their status. You know, we had Finesse, we had Goldie, we had X5. We had a couple of other dudes that had, you know, Animal that was Spanish. And then we had like the other Spanish dudes that were I believe they were Latin King, and they was nothing to play with. You know what I'm saying? So, but everybody kind of got along. It was the new people coming in the house, usually every other day, every 2 days, that got terrorized, or people that owed money and didn't pay it. So whatever, so have you. This is one dude. He come in. He short cat. He might have been 5'5", if that. Short arms. Probably was a calisthenic athlete. You know how these dudes be. Them short calisthenic athletes do 1,000 pull-ups in a millisecond. So he come into the house. He got on a dope ring or whatever the case may be. I guess he's polying with some of these dudes, X5 and the rest of them. So they plot on him. I don't know how it kind of went down, why they wanted to take his ring, or what was the situation. So I'm on a tier, and I hear a lot going on in the cells. So I go being nosy, which you shouldn't be, but at the time, I'm safeguarded. Like I said, I come through. Tim is Muslim. Everybody know him. So they jacking me. I got a cool personality. And even before that happened, Tim had an issue. Some dudes owed him money. I put some pain in already now in the house, just brand new into the house, because I was still on my bully. So it's cool. I go down there, go down to the back of the tier. I look in the cell, like a quick glimpse. So I see them, it's like 5 dudes on the little dude. So I'm like, yo, what is going on? So I hit him like, open your hand, open your hand. So I'm looking. He like, nah, he not opening his hand, because obviously he has the ring on his finger that they wanted. So animals on top of him. Another dude is on the other side. One dude is holding his arm, other dude is holding his leg, one dude is holding his other hand out, and they start stabbing this man up, stabbing him in his hand with an ice pick. And the man, not right on the dime, but several stabs, he wouldn't open his hand for them to take this ring. It must have meant a lot. I don't know. I didn't really get to see the ring or what so have you. And then they didn't only just stab him in his hand, they stabbed him up like all through his body. So I got up out of there like, yo, they wilding in this gym. So boom, I go in the day room and I'm like, yo, this is crazy. So then a little while after, they must have got the ring at this point. I see Finesse come in the day room. I see another blood, I forgot his name. His weight was up. He come in the day room. A couple of them that was in that cell doing the foolery. So once they come in the day room, a little bit after, you see the short dude come in there limping. He could barely like hold himself together. Now there's a dude with crutches sitting down on one of the iron horses. So the blood dude, I don't know his name. The one I forgot his name, that I also told you that had his weight up. He was like the closest one to the short dude. So the short dude picked up the crutch from the dude that was sitting on the table and kind of was like, yo, what's good? And then the blood dude start like dipping away from him, and he like kind of followed him, and then he start using a crutch. He was talking his talk, but he couldn't really do nothing. And I don't know why they didn't jump on him in the day room. I guess they didn't really want to make it hot. But whatever the case is, he never got to the blood dude, and he was too badly jammed up to do anything. The man was cooked. So, now we getting close to locking. Dude kind of like went to his cell, I guess, and just hung out. Mind you, I don't know how many times he was stabbed, but he was stabbed multiple times, not just in his hand, but also in his body. So boom, we chilling. lock in. Lock in. It's 10:30. Everybody gotta lock in. So dude is in his cell. You know, he ain't never come back out. So around like 11, 12 or something like that. They do like counts with the flashlight when a new shift come in or whatever the case may be. So they found this dude like half dead, literally in his bed, blood all over his sheets. He never went to the police. He never went to the police. They had to find him. That's a different type of mentality. Like, cause I've been jumped, I've been ran out of the house, and I wouldn't necessarily say use police, but obviously in certain situations when you duff a dude or dust a dude for the most part and you pop and it's out in the open, people do that because they know by the time it really get thick, police gonna come through and handle the situation, get him off you, get you off them, or whatever you gonna, you know what I mean? So this dude had a cell incident that was unknown to the police, stabbed up several times with an ice pick, got robbed, went to his cell, locked in, and damn near died just to be gangster. I mean, in the comments below, let me know what you would have done. What you would have done in this situation after being stabbed up multiple times. Would you have gone to the gate and be like, yo, I can't live, get me out of here? I don't really consider that telling. It might be a form definitely of checking in, which is, it's like it's a tough situation because obviously you're losing a lot of blood. You can die. How do you go about it? Do you notify the police or you don't notify the police? I know one thing. He didn't do nothing. The man went to his bed and damn near died. The police found him in his bed, almost bleeding out. They got him out of there. And then you know what went down? Like 4 or 5 in the morning. Everybody on the gate. Each cell door opening up. It's a guard right in front of you. Stripped us down. Yo, bend over, squat, open. Let me see. What's this? What's that? Come out. Strip your mattress. Come out with your bed. Come out with our bed. Tossed our cells on a whole nother level. It was like a tornado, throwing away everything, all the milks, all the oranges, any cereal, anything that you have that's the mess hall related that you're not supposed to have in your cell, violated. I'm talking about, it was like a storm through there, but that was regular, and we used to try to avoid that, but a lot of times we weren't able to avoid that. So I guess that's why they didn't dust them in the day room, because they always trying to avoid the search. But it never fails. We always got shook down, meaning a search came and the officers used to do us dirty. And I'll tell y'all about that. That's how I ended up going to the box for the first time. But guys, tell me what you think in the comments below. Was this smart by this man, almost dying to be gangster? Or should he have went to the police and not say, yo, these guys stabbed me up, it was him, but I mean, go to the police and say, yo, I can't live? Is that considered snitching? Let me know your opinions in the comments below, especially if you're a jail dude. Especially if you, when I say a jail dude, you've been in prison. Let me know what you feel on that situation, or if you were in that situation, how do you think you would have went about it, and what do you feel? And also a note to the youth and to those gangsters still out there, bro, when you go in there, I mean, you might be that dude. Then again, you might not be that dude. Then again, you might be that dude that was laying in that bed that was half dead. So y'all gotta be mindful. Put the guns down. And I'm not saying don't own a gun. This is what I'm saying. I'm 37 years old and I can't own a gun legally because I took the path of some of our youth now wilding out. If you don't have no felonies, you don't have no convictions, you can own a gun in New York State or in any state for the most part. It might be harder, give or take, no freaky in different states to own one. But in New York City, you can own a gun, you can go purchase one. You can get your license and you can do things legit. You can start going to the gun range and you can release your stress that way. You don't got to be out here killing nobody, especially not over no block, not over no female, not over no drugs, not over no liquor, and not over no foolery argument after a club. So guys, much love. You know we coming with these prison stories, and like I said, I'm gonna be in and out prison, also telling street stories about my life as one of the leaders of 269 BMW, obviously. And then we're gonna bring it to the Jersey prison, we're gonna bring it to up north, and then we're gonna bring it to the feds. Stay tuned, stay rip, six pack, big back, all facts.
Indeed, in the body, literal translation, is a lump of flesh, a piece of meat. إِذَا صَلَحَتْ صَلَحَ الْجَسَدُ كُلُّهُ. And when that lump of flesh